And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On play action, Cousins.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, 27, Bills nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So give 2 points to the defense. They were in hot pursuit there, and in the end, they force him out of bounds.
You just wondered how he was going to get out of this one, Brandon. We saw him painting himself into a corner, and finally has nowhere to go but out the side of the end zone.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Now Osborne to return it.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I can't on my own. Get my way up, get my go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best, as bitch, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching them, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I put it when I call it. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time you leave know it, Mr. Know I got him running to it. I'ma need the full amount before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Run a like a runner do it. Stun on her till like a stunner do it. I'm the best, I'm the best.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw right away. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A first down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. There's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. On the move past the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Complete at the 1, and he will get in to make it 8-0. So what do you make of that? You go on the road, you score the opening drive touchdown, opt to go for 2, and all of a sudden they're up 8-zip.
Yeah, this wasn't a decision that they made right here and right now. They made this decision during the week. Hey, if we get the ball and score right away, let's show them that we feel like we're superior. Go for 2 and really put the pressure on them.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne.
That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. To throw, Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A first down throw for Cousins. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, here's Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Cousins to throw for it on fourth. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Cousins now. Setting up the screen for Cook.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Cousins on 3rd and 2.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Cousins on 4th down. Open here, Adam Thielen.
And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Now a 2nd down and 6.
Cousins.
And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in a meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 2nd down, Prescott again.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. He's going to find Gallup here complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Dak Prescott able to connect with Dalton Schultz. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns.
They'll try and throw for it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter,
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Cousins on first down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
First down, here's Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to...
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Play action now, Prescott. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
And Prescott, his third interception.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed it in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Joseph on for the extra point. That's up and good. It's 22-14. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
He'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Now Cook running right. And some room to run now. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Again, it's Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Left side, Cook. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Cook.
Touchdown, Vikings. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Cousins will try and throw. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Vikings have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more, but this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
This bitch motherfucker quit too. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about? Pussy. That shit felt good. That shit felt real good. Can't wait to watch that film. Can't wait to watch that. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers.
boys make major moves. Still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. This time, I'm on the ground. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we laying the stars. I made it happen, the boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me, it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here, nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
Told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, you waiting, confused like what happened. You get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 when they finna have. On top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, victim trash. What the is you doing? We gotta dip, 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 dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch it, tick, 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 tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, good and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready. Yo. Shower moisturizer.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Minnesota Vikings. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They start the drive with Cook. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Cook. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 44, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete.
Had open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
One.
To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the 1st.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On play action, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. From 19 yards away. And the Vikings will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 17.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. ETN up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go play action now. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook up the gut.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Lawrence going to get this to Etienne. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A handoff for Etienne.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Lawrence.
This will be caught just inside the 10.
Yeah, the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Etienne.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram from a yard out. And the Jags have moved out in front. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11th.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Brought down back at his own 9-yard line.
Play fake. Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. First down, well done. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On third down, Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first and 10, it's ETN.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. 20!
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
He's brought down at the 4-yard line. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this off to ETN.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Zay Jones.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Final play of the half, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this 2nd half.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try to win this ball game.
Here's a give to Etienne.
Oh, good move. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 61 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Here's Cook again.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Cousins. And complete, right side to Cook. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Boy, the run on 1st down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 2nd and 16. Lawrence. Screenplay. Here's Etienne. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Complete to Travis Etienne. It's a gain of 20. 1st down.
They go play action with Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Lawrence, now this is Etienne on the draw. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's the option going right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop it behind the line. Now they'll leave the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
A gain of 14. First down, Jaguars.
Here's Etienne. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
And they'll run here with Etienne.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's the option, running right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence
scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.